Have you ever looked at a stock and only noticed it after it already flew up 15 to 20%? You zoom into the chart and think, wow, if only I bought here, but by the time you see it, it's already too late. In this video, I'm going to show you a real case study on UOB Kay Hian, how I spotted the move early, how I used my tools to manage it, and what you can learn so you don't have to keep chasing after the fact. This is not a buy or sell call. It's an educational breakdown so you can see my step-by-step process from start to finish. A few weeks back, I was looking at the chart of UOB Kay Hian. At that time, from my entry level, the stock had moved about 6.1%. A nice decent profit, but nothing very dramatic. Fast forward about 2.5 trading weeks, that same move grew into roughly 18.5%. This is exactly the kind of move many traders dream of. Not some random penny stock, but a proper, financially healthy company. So the real question is, how did I find it early? And how did I ride the move instead of just chasing when everyone suddenly starts talking about it? Let me walk you through it step by step, how I created my trading plan. Let's go back to 24th March, the night before the entry. The market is closed, it's evening, and instead of randomly scrolling through hundreds of charts, I run my ESP Master Pro screener. Here's what I look for. First, I filter the market to look only at stocks that match my criteria. Then I do a quick fundamental check. Is revenue growing? Is earnings per share or EPS improving? Are the boxes mostly green or are they red and warning me to stay away? My idea is simple. Don't waste time on weak, low-quality names. Focus on profitable, growing companies with decent structure. That night, UOB Kay Hian appears in my results. Fundamentals, all green. Chart structure, promising. Trend, strong. So UOB Kay Hian passes my first filter. Next, I move from screen to map. On the chart, I apply my Swing Master template. You'll see moving averages that help me see the overall direction. A trend ribbon below the chart, green for uptrend, red for downtrend, orange when the trend is changing. And I can plot support and resistance levels with just a few clicks. On 24th March, UOB Kay Hian is trading above the key moving averages. That's exactly what I like to see. I don't like chasing stocks that are stuck below the lines or moving sideways with no direction. Using the support and resistance tool, I identify a key resistance level around 3.29. But I don't just buy at any price. I want price to break through that resistance with strength. So instead of rushing in, I mark 3.29 as a key level and get ready for the next step. Now we're at step 3, alert. Let's be honest, I don't have time to stare at the chart the whole day, and I'm sure you don't either. So I set a horizontal price alert at 3.29 in ESP Master Pro, which is linked to my Telegram account. Here's what happens next. On 25th March, the market opens. During the day, the price pushes higher and eventually hits 3.29. At that moment, my Telegram alert fires. I get a notification that UOB Kay Hian is testing my key level. But for me, hitting the price alone is not enough. This is where ESP Master Pro's volume trigger, or VT, is very important. On the chart, you'll see a VT value which shows me the volume activity for ideal for entry consideration. In simple terms, price is breaking resistance and there's real momentum behind the move. When I see key level triggered, volume trigger confirming strong participation, that's the kind of setup I pay attention to. From there, over the next 13 days, UOB Kay Hian continues to climb, and that initial move of about 6.1% grows into roughly 18.5%. Of course, the next big question is always, how do you know when to sell? This is where I use a trailing stop indicator on my chart. You'll see a red line under the price. As the stock moves up, this line also moves up gradually with it. As long as the price stays above that red line, the trend is still considered healthy. When the price finally drops and touches that red line, I treat that as a signal to consider exiting. In the UOB Kay Hian example, at one point, the gain was around 21%. If price later falls and hits that trailing stop level, I can lock in a large part of the profit before the move completely reverses. My goal is not to catch the perfect top. My goal is to win big and ride a big chunk of the trend and protect my profits when the trend starts to end. So that's the full flow of how I handled the UOB Kay Hian trade. Once again, this is not a recommendation to buy or sell UOB Kay Hian. It's simply a real example of how I use a structured process instead of guessing. If you found this breakdown useful,
Nice.
and you want to see more case studies like this, or you'd like me to walk through another stock using the same method, remember to like, subscribe, and comment below which stock you want me to analyze next. Don't miss our upcoming workshops and seminars. Leave your email in the comment section, and I'll share the full details with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.